respected resource persons, and faculty members gathered here for the fourth day of our faculty development program. We are delighted to have yet another day of insightful learning and knowledge sharing. To begin the day's proceeding, now I invite Dr. Subhavati to extend a warm welcome and to introduce today's esteemed resource person, Dr. J. Shaini Priyadarshini. Over to you, Dr. Subhavati.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good evening to one and all connected here. It gives me immense pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to the fourth day of the five-day virtual faculty development program on Penning with Purpose, Mastering the Art of Research and Publications, organized by the Marian Research Forum, St. Mary's College, Autonomous Thuthukudi. We are indeed honored to have Dr. J. Shaini Priyadarshini, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Madras Christian College, Chennai, with us today to enrich us on AI tools for manuscript writing and publishing. Dr. J. Shani Priyadarshini joined the Department of Computer Science as faculty in the year 2010. Ma'am has completed both UG and PG from Madras Christian College. She obtained her PhD in image processing bioinformatics from the University of Madras in the year 2022. During her research period, she has received the Best Paper Award in the year 2016 for her publication entitled An Empirical Study on Fingerprint Image Enhancement Using Filter Techniques and Extraction in Springer series. To her credit, she has published 11 research articles and attended 7 international conferences, including one in Bangkok, Thailand. She has served as a course teacher for the students of Shanghai University, South Korea in the year 2017 and 2018. Her research area and expertise includes digital image processing and biometric analysis, cryptography, cybersecurity, networks, information security, and Internet of Things. She has rendered her service in various capacities like internship and project coordinator, associate placement coordinator, IIC and IQAC, faculty representative from the Department of Computer Science. Her extensive academic experience and passion for research will surely guide us to excel in the manuscript writing and publishing. On behalf of the organizing committee and all those who are connected here, I accord a warm and hearty welcome to you, ma'am. Once again, I welcome you one and all to an enriching and thought-provoking session in this wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, dear ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. And
Now
like
we
I
move
have,
on to the much awaited session by our resource person. Let us all listen attentively and gain valuable insights from today's topic. Over to you, ma'am.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, dear ma'am, for your kind words. First of all, I apologize for the delay. Like I've joined now with two systems. I think there is a problem with my laptop, and now I have connected another device. So I think now I am all right. So we shall move on. So first of all, before I start my session, thank you all. Thank you so much for inviting me here today for the virtual faculty development program that you people are organizing. Thank you, St. Mary's College organizing team, the entire team for inviting me. I'm so honored. I feel blessed today evening. Thank you so much. Okay, so I've shared my screen. Kindly let me know, is it visible? So I'm just
Yes,
moving
ma'am.
on
It
to
is
the
visible.
PPT. Yeah.
It is visible.
So as the topic says, today we will deal with the AI tools for manuscript writing and publishing. And yes, here we go. So what are the researcher challenges? So as you can see, I'm moving into my topic directly without much detailed concept. Usually, what I will do. So here we will literally focus on the tools that will be effectively used for a researcher. Okay. So as you can see here, there are so many challenges: how to write out, how to choose a topic, how to frame it, write it, publish it. There are so many challenges, right? So we will understand how the field of computer science or the AI or the AI tools, I would say in general, is or specific in nature, where which is going to help us to do research in an efficient manner. So literally, to be very frank, we are going to understand how AI or the AI tool is going to help us. Okay, so as you can see here, this is with this point of note, I will like to start my session. So what is AI? So please understand, I will touch upon ethical things also as we move on. So one after the other, we will also deal with the ethical things, because When you talk about AI, ethical factors plays a vital role. There will be so many questions running in your mind. So we will understand all those factors. As far as possible, we will cover all those things also. So what is AI? So with this point, we will move on. So AI is just an assistance. It's just not more than that. Okay, so kindly understand, please, this is a major point I would like to stress before I start my session, which I will always do. So what is AI? It's not an something like it's over us or beyond our imagination or beyond our control. Typically when you deal with research, so you have to understand the point, it is just an assistant to us. So whatever the output you're going to get it from AI is something you have to revisit again before you incorporate inside your paper. So this is a very important point. One simple example I would say is something like a raw vegetable. What do you mean by a raw vegetable? So people like raw vegetable or cooked vegetable. So yes, of course there are vegetables which can be eaten raw, but still when you talk about a cooked food, it plays a vital role. It when you talk it in what to say, in the taste wise, there are so many factors when you have cooked meal. So something like that. So what are the output you get from an AI tool? It's just a raw data. Hope you got my point. Okay, so the data has to be revisited. You have to undergo the process where you have to streamline all the points that we get from any AI tool. Though the AI tool, what we are going to discuss today, something it may work in a very efficient manner. It can give some amazing results, but still we are the authors. We should take that responsibility of writing our own paper. That is very important. Fine. So AI is just an assistance. With this point, I will move on. Okay, so here you can see what is a research article. I think many of us who are already aware about these points. So how do you present an article? So starting from title, abstract, introduction, existing. So it goes on right up to conclusion. And of course, there is a point called reference. So we end up with up to references. So this is how you present a research paper. But actually, you can see here what is a researcher phase. So this is how you start your research. So you need to start with literature survey, identify the gap. This is very, very important. So before you write a paper, before you frame your subject, before you frame your topic, anything, you have to understand what is my motive of my research. What does the literature say? What is the literature gap? Advise me to proceed further. All these questions should be asked from your side, and then only you have to move into your researcher phase. So as you can see here, the first thing is do the literature survey, identify the gap. After you do this, we go for content writing, that is starting from title, abstract, introduction. You write your paper, and finally I would say you have to publish. Okay, so these are the steps involved in order to write an article. So there will be a lot of queries, questions. Okay, how do I do this in a particular point of time? Okay, so I think we are all in an academic world where we teach, uh, we deal with our students. Day to day activities are there. In spite of this, we have to do our research work also. The career is important. So how do we publish a paper meeting all our academic challenges? So there are so many questions, right? So I will be literally dealing today an AI tool. I will actually, during my session, what I would suggest is I will be focusing on 2 3 tools, but today being the time is very short and less, only 1 hour. So literally I will focus on one tool. The rest of the tools maybe I can share later where you can explore. Okay, so one tool which you can take it or learn it to carry on with your research process. Okay, so for each everything, like for example literature survey, what is the tool can be taken, and for writing what is the tool can be taken. And of course after this I'm also planning to deal with a tool which does data visualization. Very simple tool, I would say. So how does it going to work? So okay, so the three tools literally I want to speak or deal with it in detail, and the rest of course based on the time permits we will deal it. Okay. Yes. So a very simple note again to start with. So we are in this AI era, I would say AI world. So we need to understand the technology. Technology is there for us, for the users like us. So we cannot say we don't want AI or we cannot use AI or I am against of AI, because the future is going to be AI. And our younger generation, like for example our students or our own kids at home, they've already been into AI, right? So they have started using AI. So the future is going to be like that. So we have to learn what is this. So in at least the area which is going to deal in with our daily day-to-day life, for example, research phase or academic work purpose, what are the AI concepts, tools are available. We should be aware of all those things, I would say. So we will deal with these things. So as you can see here, earlier we were depending on Google or Google Scholar fully. Okay, I did my research only on these two things, but now there are so many amazing tools are available and it is for us only. So we are free to use it. And of course, many will be asking, is it okay to publish or write a paper using AI tool? Yes, you can do. There are so many publishers who allows us to do that with guidelines. Okay, so I will tell you how to do read or go through those guidelines, and you based on the guidelines you can prepare your document with the help of AI tool. That is fine. Okay, so I'll stress this point. You can use your AI tool, but with proper credibility you have to use. That is, you have to acknowledge the tool what you are using for your research purpose. That is very very important when you talk about the AI tools. Okay, we'll go. So, yes, we start here. So, these are the tools I would like to discuss today. The first one is consensus. This will be always my all time favorite, would say. So, I've been dealing with this AI tool. I've given so many talks on in AI sessions. So, I would always start my session with consensus because this is one tool which is I have found from myself. I am a witness from my side, so which is being updated all these months. Okay, so it is a wonderful tool which is dedicated for literature survey, I would say. And yes, it can be connected with Zotero. How many of you know about Zotero? So you can just text in the chat, just say yes or no. What is Zotero? Are you aware of Zotero? So of course, consensus is an AI tool. Zotero is not an AI tool. Kindly make a note. Okay, so how many of you are aware? Please just say yes or no. I'm just looking into my chat box now. Very good. So, yes. Okay. That's wonderful. Okay. It's like a combination, both yes and no is coming. Fine. Anyway, I will tell you how to make use of Zotero or connect Zotero with the AI tool, which is consensus. Okay. So, I'll literally show you with demonstration. Next is yes. So once we are ready with the literature analysis, the next step is what? As I said in my first slide, you start writing your paper, right? So using how do you write your manuscript, in fact. Okay, so these two tools are wonderful tools where it will be easy for you to write your manuscript. So you have so many options available. Yes, one more point is all these tools are coming under both free as well as paid version. Okay, so free version is something like it's actually you have to understand that AI is expensive and we need to understand that point. Everything cannot be obtained freely like Google Office. Okay, so what is the motive of any AI tool is they will ask us to use this for some time. That is for free time. They will give us some free time, free period. And after that, once if we get addicted, I will use the term addicted. Once if we get attached with the tool, I would say with the AI tool, they will make us to subscribe. So that is the motive of them. I think that's fine because they are doing so many things. It's been so much of effort has been put in order to develop a tool. So that is what their ultimate business motive, I would say. But whatever the free features are available, we will be making use of that only today. So not the subscription process. So only the free process I will tell you. You can make a note and you can start doing, and that is fine with a day-to-day research phase. Okay, so the free options available on daily basis as well as monthly basis. So you can make use of it and you can carry out your research work effectively. And then okay, so there are so many options available. I will tell you. Next is, as I said, these are literature
Yeah, participants, kindly mute your audio.
வளையல் போடாதனால ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்கு. வளையல் பெருசா வச்சிருக்காங்க.
Okay, so the next third tool will be your Canva, which I think Canva can do an amazing job for data visualization. So, which I will also give a small introduction on that, how to do your data visualization. Okay, so only these many tools I'm going to touch today, and based on the time, I may be skipping few things because I want to touch all these tools today. Okay, okay, we will literally move on. I'm moving to my browser now. Hope you are able to see. If not, kindly let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So just type consensus. So that was our first tool. So just go to Google search consensus. So click consensus AI. Okay, so whenever you have your any AI tool, when you visit any AI tool, first try to read the first page. That is the welcome page, I would say. It will actually explain what that tool is coming to teach us or tell us. Okay, so I think that is more than enough to understand the tool. If that is not understandable, then the tool is complex, and I personally feel okay, we don't have to venture more into that. Okay, so this is my personal suggestion. So if you are able to understand the first screen very clearly, I think that is a welcoming note for us. Okay, so as you can see here, so any AI tool, all the AI tool whatever I have listed just now previously, you can just log in using your simple Google account, Gmail credentials. If you have your official mail ID, that is also will work. Okay, so any Google account will do. So as soon as you give your Google credentials, so this is the first screen. So I've already logged in, so it is taking here. So we'll just go through the entire first page. So as you can see here, almost every other topic consensus will explain us. So regarding your sleep, AI machine, pharma, biotech, education, medicine, environment. So just scroll down. Okay, so you just see what are all the things coming. So everything, computer science, history, sociology, business. So everything you can just have a question. So it's like a simple chat GPT. How do you converse with chat GPT? So just give your question, automatically ChatGPT throws us with some information, right? So same thing. So it need not be some research keywords. Please understand, it can be a simple question or something, whatever you want. Just how do you explore the Google to just explore consensus. So I'll just give you one example. We will just start working on that. So I just frame my question like, just type higher education in India. Okay, so I don't know what is, I just want to have one article here. I'm not going to do some what to say intricate or complex research here. So just some question or some I've just framed some statement, I would say. So just see what are all the suggestions the tool gives, what factors affects the success of ERP in higher education institutes, how can higher education in, so you can understand, no? So only one simple statement, and based on that, it is suggesting with few questions. So even if you're not aware what to do, how to proceed with the question, what is a research keyword, how to give my searches, you don't have to worry all those things. Just give whatever you feel. Maybe I have done my research in fingerprints. Okay, I'm just giving my keyword as fingerprints. So just see, are fingerprints determined by genetics? So there are so many questions. Okay, so you can just say whatever you want. So I just say, how can latent fingerprints be made visible? I choose this question. So based on my question, it will search and give the analysis part. So what do you mean by analysis? So it is going to work like a Google plus Google Scholar. Hope you know what is Google. Google is something where we ask question, it gives us some information. And Google Scholar, typically we want some scholarly written article, some paper, right? So similarly, this consensus will help us to understand what is the topic. You can see here, what does that particular question says, so many information, and it's a tabular column summary of that information. conclusion, and followed by that only you will get the list of papers. So I'm telling this is a literature analysis tool. You can download papers as many as you want. Okay, kindly make a note whatever the papers, so you don't have to worry about to whom to ask, where do I to should I go to my library and stand for, or should I ask my friend or my guide. No worries, everything you can download using your consensus tool. So under results section, so first is a simple explanation followed by results section where you can have list of papers. So the first search you'll get some 20 papers. If you're not convinced, you can even add more results. Okay, so you can keep on adding the list of papers as many as you want. So maybe I'll again repeat from the beginning. So just move on. So earlier I was choosing a question that was offered from consensus. Now I'll just stick on to my own keyword. Okay, I'm just telling fingerprints, or we will just move on with higher education. So this is something very common, right? Higher education in India. I'm not choosing any other question. Just give enter. Okay. So you can see here there are some 20 sources. So based on 20 sources, this is one consolidation. I would say one small report of those 20 papers. So because here are the citations. So for example, 11 is something the paper from the 11th paper. Okay. So there is a serial order. So from fifth paper, from sixth paper, that line has been taken and framed. So from the first 20 papers, this structure, this what to say, this small write up has been given to us where we can make use of it. So again, a disclaimer, don't cut, copy, paste. It will lead into AI plagiarism. So I'll tell you what is AI plagiarism. So there are plagiarism available. Hope you understand. So what is plagiarism? When you copy a content from another paper and put it in your article. So that is a normal plagiarism. We all know. AI plagiarism, any content that is directly taken, copy, paste. So if something is taken from ChatGPT, it comes under AI plagiarism. So something is taken from consensus, also it comes under AI plagiarism. Hope you got my point. So now you can ask the question, then how do we do this? So what I would do, what I would suggest to all my research scholars or to my students is give the credential to the AI tool. So what is the AI tool, from where you have taken? Okay, so first thing you have to give proper credential to the papers, like how the consensus has given here. So 11 1, so this information is taken from 11 1 and 2. Hope you got my point. Okay, so similarly 1 2 and 13. So this is a paragraph taken from these many papers which is being listed here. Okay, so so now if you copy paste again, it won't work. So rather what you can do, you have to paraphrase, rephrase it, and you can also state that the information has been offered by the tool consensus, which I will show you later at the end. Okay, so this is how you are going to extract information or identify the research gap. Okay, now we will move on with the next step. So this is the first basic search. So based on the search, you're getting one information, the timeline. So timeline from which year to which year the papers has been taken. Okay, from 14 to 25, but this is not advisable. Kindly uh, click or use the papers which has been published in the past 3 years or 5 years, not more than that. Okay, that will do. So beyond that, it's something outdated, I would say. Okay, so you just have to now filter because it is taking from 2014, more than 10 years, which is not advisable. So now we will move on with the filter option. So just go on and search for filter. Okay, you have after summary, you have the filter option, right? So click that. So when you click that filters, there are so many options available. So you can just choose whatever you want. So for example, past 2 years, past 5 years, 10 years, or you can even give your own year, from which year to which year. Okay, so maybe I'll just say past 2 years. And journal rank, this is something very important. So you can select from which journal you want. So you have well reputed journal comes always under Q1 type. Okay, so the next level will be Q2, Q3. So you have some Q4, Q1 to Q4 type journal ranking, and you can make selections. So I'll just select Q1 type journals now. And the next is Ask Paper. So this is a wonderful, fantastic feature, I would say, of Consensus, which is available in free option. So once if you click this and give your search again, all the searches, whatever the Consensus offer is, will be free. Okay, that is, you will be able to download freely, and there is no subscription will be asked. Okay, so Ask Paper available. You just make it, click that available, and then you proceed. Okay, hereafter next is, you can choose your methodology for which purpose you want the paper. Okay, so literature review, observational study, so there are so many options available. Duration, field of study, from which uh, so you can be very specific. Okay, so something law, history, higher education in India, now this belongs to history somewhat, so you can just click that. So something you can just have as many as filters you want. Okay, so country, from which country you want. So after checking all those things, just say apply and resend again. Okay, so can you see here? It is again giving the next list based on the filters. Now it is refreshing. Okay. So you can see here, no, we did not find any relevant papers related to your search. So I think for this topic, it is able to find at least 5 sources. So it is very unique, and it will just explicitly say what are the factors that is there in the database. Okay. So, but at least we are able to now find 5 papers. So, and these papers, maybe some papers may not be downloadable. In such case, it is not retrieving. Our filters is so restricted, and it was able to identify only 5 papers. Now you can try with your own domain and see. It was literally working. For example, I have checked for my area, computer science, AI, machine learning, deep learning, algorithm based papers, everything I was able to download. You can kindly do that. This is something a vague topic. Now we are able to identify only 5 papers. Okay, so we'll just move on. So here the first paper says it was is a uh, published in the year 2023 with 207 citations. So highly cited, and so many information. So can you see here? So everything 2023, 24 paper. Okay. Yes. So now we will just click one paper and see what's happening. So key takeaway. What is the paper is coming to tell us? So all those information will be, you will be able to get it within a fraction of second. Yes. I'll just move on with this. So a quick snapshot about the paper. What is the paper is coming to tell? You just scroll and see. And then I will click this PDF. So since we have asked the option ask paper available, you will be able to download the paper. So, okay, so you'll be able to get the full paper. Now that's it. You can just save and keep it in your system. So what paper you want, so kindly explore based on the domain if you have the system along with you. Okay, now I'm just moving on. So the hope, this is the first phase. So after consensus, you open, you register, you log in, then you give the search. Then the next step is you choose the filters, and again you refresh the page again, and again you load the list of papers. Okay, so you can keep loading as many as you want. Okay, and then the next interesting feature I would like to highlight now is you can export this. Okay, so how do you do that? So just move on to your results section. In the right hand side corner, you have the download option where it says export results. So click that. You will have 2 options. So one is CSV file, and the next one is .ris, that is the Mendeley or Zotero or EndNote, which we call it as the reference management. Okay, reference managers. So people, if you are using Mendeley, kindly go ahead with Mendeley. Or those who are using Zotero also can use this. So I have used Zotero and Mendeley, but right now I am personally using Zotero only. Okay, but I'm not aware about EndNote, which I'm not actually connected with consensus. Okay, I'll show you both the options. So the first option is, how do you export the results to CSV file? So I just clicked, nothing, I've not done anything else, just clicked, or I've chosen CSV, and just say open the file. It has downloaded and it is opening now. So you can see here, so the first 20 papers, okay? So all the information will be taken and extracted in the Excel format. So the main information like title, the key takeaway, authors, year of publication, what are the number of citations, the abstract also. Okay, you can also read the abstract of the paper. And yes, of course, everything is taken now in an Excel. Okay, so this is one option. So again, I tell you, go to the results section. After you give the search, go to the results section. In the right, you have the exporting option. The next one is, now I will tell you how to connect with Zotero. Okay, so for that, you have to just open the Zotero. I'll just move to my desktop screen, and I have already downloaded Zotero and kept in my system. Just click that. So reference management is a separate session of its own where you can learn so many things. I'm not moving into detail all those factors. Just the idea is how to connect an AI tool with the reference manager. Okay, so now you can see here. So these are the folders that have already been working earlier. It has been created using consensus as well as Research Rabbit. Research Rabbit, again, kindly make a note. It's another wonderful tool for literature analysis where you can actually connect the tool with the reference managers. Okay, so now I'm not touching that. So we'll just see the consensus alone. So what you have to do, just keep it open. You don't have to worry how this is going to work or what are the things I have to do after this. Okay, so just keep it open. Move back to your consensus and just click this Zotero option. Okay, it will ask you a prompt. So so this is the prompt that is being reflected here. Just open that file and just say okay. Do you want to import the file? Yes. Click this and then say okay. Okay, so it is telling importing. Now we will move back. So can you see here? Higher education in India. So this was the earlier search. Now today we have done the search. So what is the keyword you are identifying? Based on the keyword, it will create the folder with date as well as all the information. So these are the papers. So as soon as you click that folder, what are the papers? So you can see this is the initial folder I created, and manually I have inserted one paper here. Okay, whereas this is the recent folder that we have created today now, and these are the papers that we have been extracting from the consensus. So each paper will be having its own information. So just scroll and see. So everything is now in detail. So I hope we are all researchers, you know how to use this. What is Zotero? So everything, all the references can be in a structured manner. You can make use of for your article writing. Okay, so first, hope you got my point. So this is the first step. So before you start your work or writing a manuscript, you have to do literature analysis, which now you can do effectively with the consensus AI tool, and you can connect it with the reference manager as well. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the next tool, that is manuscript writing. So far, is it okay, ma'am? Is it fine? Any doubts? Quickly, you can have just one or two questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So the next tool for manuscripts writing I would suggest is SciSpace as well as PaperPal. But yes, I will first start with SciSpace. So SciSpace, As you always do, log in with your Google Gmail account. Login credentials you need to provide. So I have already logged in, so it is taking to the first screen. So you can see so many options available. So you can chat, you can do a chat with the PDF with this option. So there is a separate tool called Chat PDF where you can upload a PDF, an article, and start understanding the paper. I think that is self-explanatory. You can do it on your own. So you have a separate tool, you can use that, or you can use it in SciSpace. But SciSpace is quite sensitive tool, I would say, because there are only certain options. You can have only 5 options in a particular day. Again, you have to re-log in. You have to log in for the next 24 hours. You have to leave and then you have to log in again, and then you have to reuse all the functionalities. Okay, so whenever you use SciSpace, be little cautious because all the features are not available freely. Okay, but you can do 5 things in a day. 5 features can be done in a particular day. Okay, so first I will suggest SciSpace. So literature review, it's a wonderful option where you can do literature analysis using SciSpace. So just as in consensus, you just give your keyword, it will give the output in the tabular format. I'm not showing that, you can explore on your own because I've already shown in consensus. Okay, now we will move on with AI writer. Okay, these are the features, wonderful features available in SciSpace. There are 2 options available: start writing and choose a template. You can either go with start writing or you can go with a choose a template. Okay, so start writing is simple, very simple, straightforward, like as we always do with our Word document. But you have an option called choose a template. Let me show that first. So what do you want to write? Whether it's a research proposal, literature review, abstract writing, thesis, essay writing, so anything, it will just give one template. Okay, so we will see what it is. So just say start writing. So research proposal on um, okay, we'll stick on with the same keyword, fingerprint analysis. Okay, so let's suppose we are in the process of writing something and I just know only my keyword, not more than that. So what I would do, I'll just give my keyword now. So as you can see here, it has given one topic and introduction. So full outline of the paper, background of fingerprint analysis, importance, current trends, research objective, what is your primary, secondary objective, literature review, the flow of the paper. Hope you understand how do you actually write a paper. So you don't have to cut copy paste other, but the thing is you can gain insights. So how does your paper should look? Okay, so what are the subtopics I can keep? Okay, so don't entirely copy the whole scenario, rather just take the insights from the paper, from any AI tool. Okay, so challenges, methodology, data. So literally I have done my research, I have written so many papers on fingerprint, so I've not kept so many subtopics in my paper. I'm very frank. Okay, so when you keep more topics, it's obvious that you have taken the content from something else. So please don't do that. Rather, you pick some points which is really striking for you. So AI tools will help in that way. Okay, conclusion, future direction, references, and even appendices. So everything is giving an outline. So it is also giving a suggestion. So you can see here, just keep your mouse. Okay, so click here. I think it's slow. Yeah. So background of fingerprint analysis, it is giving some 2-line suggestion. So if I say accept suggestion, okay, I'm just accepting. I'm convinced, so I'm just accepting. So again, yes, it is generating the next 2 lines. So you can write an entire article. Hope you understand the main objective of this tool. Okay, so you don't have to worry about how do I write, but it's a tool where it will write an entire article. But I don't think for a researcher it is advisable. Again, make a point, make a mark my word. So kindly don't do this. Rather, what is that point it is coming to tell? You need to understand that point, rewrite the point, paraphrase it, and then take it to your article. Okay, so what are all the important things the tool suggests that you can make a note and use it in your document. Okay, so I would suggest size space. So there are so many features, just explore on your own. So I would suggest size space for literature review. Okay, I would always advise my students for literature analysis after consensus, and along with that, you can go for AI writer and citation generator. Yes, it does a wonderful job in citation generator. Oh, yes, I will show that now. So you can just go to click citation generator and you can see here. So choose your style for which style, APA style or IEEE style, any style. Okay. So American Journal. I don't know what is it. So just click this. So or give the title of the paper. So it is suggesting a paper of its own. So just take this paper, human gene therapy. Okay, I think I have gone my running out of my limits. So if you're first time user and you're doing for the first time in a particular day, it will allow you. Okay, just try this. Okay. So, citation generator, yes, you can generate 5 citations in a particular day. Okay, so you have that option available. Now, I will also show you another tool. So, all other features are self explanatory. Okay, you can just proceed with your own understanding. I will also show you one more tool for manuscript writing. Just type paper pal and yeah, academic writing tool. Login. So I would always suggest paper pal rather than size space. Size space, my point for size space or my credits for 5 phase, I would give only for literature analysis. If it is writing, if you want really a writing tool, then I would suggest that you go for paper pal. Okay, so you have so many options again. Okay, so you can have nude web document, so which is literally our word document, but it is in the browser. Okay, so you can just start generating text. There are so many features available: edit, rewrite, write, research. Okay, so you have so many options available. You can again write a particular article, whatever you want. Okay, again I'm moving to my first screen, and you can also upload a document. That is, you have already written something and check the grammar. All those editing options are available. And the best feature about paperpal, I would say, is you can install a word add-in. Okay, I will show you what it is. That is, we have our Microsoft Word document, right, in our laptop. We every one of us, we know what it is. So you can just bring paperpal in your Word document. I will show you. Okay, I'll just open my Word. So it's just 1 or 2 steps where you can you just go to your add-ins. In add-ins, you have to add paperpal. I've already done that, so it will not show anything now. So you have to search for the add-in, whatever you want to do. So I've done GPT and paperpal. Okay, so there are 2 add-ins in my Word document. And one more thing is you should have a proper Microsoft account in order to do this add-in. Okay, it's free of cost only, so you don't have to subscribe anything. So but Microsoft account should be properly there. Otherwise you will be having a problem in bringing paperpal. So just see here, after I've added in, it will show you and you can just open that when you start writing your doc. So all the features, whatever it was showing in a browser. Okay, I'm moving to my browser. I'll just open this new web document. So this is literally in the paperpal a tool, AI tool. Okay, so these are the features. So you can see here all the features here now available here in the document, whatever the word document we have. Okay, so now I will tell you one after the other. So first is you can rewrite, that is paraphrase, improve. So what you have to do, there is no time, so I'll tell you, just go to paraphrase. So for that, how to use it, what you have to do. And you can also have a watch video option. That is, if you don't know what to do, how to use this tool, they are having one short video for us, okay, which you can watch immediately, get to know how to things to be done. Okay. Sorry. Yes. So the next is you have the write option, and you have a cite option, research, translate. You translate so many things, anything you want. Okay, I'll just at least show you something. Write a paragraph. I don't know. I'm just trying this. I don't know whether it will work. So can you see here? It shows 5 out of 5 free users left today. Insert. Okay. Yes, I think I'm stuck up now. So it will work. So just try this option. Okay. So I'm just moving on. I'll quickly type a content. Um, so actually you can insert, but I'm not able to do that right now. But it will work. Okay. So I've just pasting now. So you can have a translation. And yes, I will show you. So you can just have a template. So go to template and just you can explore yourself. There are so many things available. You can even email the journal. Okay, so write a cover letter. So you have an option called write a cover letter, where you can write a letter to the editor. Okay, so you just choose this option. So just give editor in chief name, manuscript title, journal, everything, all those features. So just select a particular journal and give the editor name and the title of the journal, and then what is the topic. Okay, so everything if you give, automatically it will generate. Okay, so it's very user friendly. The main option I would say about paper pal is you can bring the features in our own Word document. So you can just save this. Again, you can relog in the very next day. You can open your document and start writing. Okay, so there are some five. So you can see here five free uses left today. So for a particular day, for 24 hours, you will be able to use five uses. Okay, so you can rewrite, you can rewrite in the sense you are written the content and you can just modify it. Write is you just give some keyword, particular keyword, and start generating content like what we did something here. Okay, and translation, yes, everything, all other features, you just have to select the content and then you go for particular feature. It will just do things amazingly. Okay, so try this, it's a wonderful thing. And yes, we have 5 more minutes left. I will just touch the final tool now, and I'm going to explain what it is, how it is going to work. Okay, so I'm just moving on. And the next tool which will be helpful for us to do the manuscript writing is the Canva graph maker. Okay, I think Canva, I think most of us, we have already started using similar to our chat GPT, but still Canva graph maker. Okay, this is something very interesting. Anybody knows about it? Quickly, can you put it in the chat? I know Canva is something usual to us, familiar to us, but Canva graph maker, how many knows? Yes or no? Yes, I'm running out of my time, so I'll start now. So just give Canva graph maker. Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for the response. Thank you so much. So Canva graph maker, you can do visualizations in a great manner. I'll quickly explain the steps alone. You can make a note and then you can start doing on your own. Okay, so just give this. So you have so many options here in Can. So you can directly choose create my graph now or just explore what it is telling as we always do. So you can generate so many charts, visualizations. So can you see here bar graph, bubble map, comparison chart, so concept map, cycle diagram. So you don't have to sit and draw anything. Just choose your own structure, whatever you want. Family tree. Okay, so anything, everything, that is Canva, and you can make use of it. Okay, so bar graph, bubble map. So just choose this. So once if you reach here, that's it. You can start editing. It will just give the outline. The next is click that particular image. And then so something, okay, so whatever you want, just you can just keep editing. So this is simply you develop some features. So actually you can just run and see what is there. So whatever diagram you want, you can develop. The next thing I would like to highlight is the visualization through graphs. Okay, so just go to the first option button, create my graph now. So can you see here? So what type of chart you want? Line chart, bar chart, pie chart, area chart, all every other type of charts is available. Okay. So you can just click the first chart. As soon as you click the first chart, that particular chart comes here, and this is the data available from Canva. Okay. So you need to understand what is this. So just expand this. So this is expand data, and you can edit the columns. So based on the columns values, your graphs also get changes. So fine. So like that. So you can see here, there are four columns and four rows. This is my data here available. You can choose your x-axis and y-axis. So what is x-axis? What to show? So for example, so label is the label name here. Okay, you can choose your series 1 now. That means I am choosing this x-axis as series 1. Next is in the y-axis, it has selected series 1, series 2 and all other options. So you can uncheck that or check it. Okay, so whatever I want now, series 1 and series 3 only. Okay, so you can fix your x-axis and y-axis. So after you do this, you can it is editable. You can add as many as you want, item 5, or just say ABC. Okay, and then 30, 90, 78, so something. Okay, so you can edit, rename, everything you can do. So it is user friendly. Select your x-axis, y-axis accordingly and close it. So now your graph is ready. Okay, this is one option. So this is Canva is providing, because now listen, now the one thing here is, so this is a number column where you cannot give ABC, that is string is not available. So it is shown in red. It will tell you please enter a number. So if it is fixed means fixed. So what else then we can do? You can import your own data. So for that you have the option available at the bottom. Okay, just yes, yes, you have the option here, import data. Just say import data and choose the source. How do you import it? So it can be a Google Sheet, Google Analytics, anything, or you can even upload a data. So it will ask you to uh, upload the Excel. Okay, so start exploring. I think I'm running out of time. If there is more time, we could have explored more, but I'm just stopping here. So I think I've just touched upon the features available. So you can just import your data here, and you can just select the graphs whatever you want. Um, shall I stop now? I think I'm done with my session. So the last point to conclude here is, yeah, I'll just move on to my last slide. Yes, this is very important. So as I said, AI tools will be like, it's a very important concept for, especially for researchers. You can make use of it. Time management is there. It makes our life simple. So, but again, I'm ending with the same note. These tools are just an assistance to us, not more than us. Kindly have that in mind whenever we use this. So it is not more than that. So whatever we retrieve from any AI tool, we need to revisit it. That is very, very important, because they are just an assisting tool to us. So kindly explore and start publishing. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, if there is any queries, you can raise your questions. You can unmute and raise your questions. Ma'am, there is a question in the chat box. Is there any AI tool to write LaTeX?
No, ma'am, I am not used actually. I am
Okay.
not for that latex also. Yeah. Something amazing. Yeah. This is the first, I've done so many sessions, but this is a typical question which I have not underwent so far. Yeah. Any other questions? You kindly, if you feel free to raise questions.
Dear participants, you can unmute and raise your questions.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening.
This is Christina here. I
Yeah.
just had a I just wanted some help. So can you just provide us, like you told us that because of time constraint, you're not able to give us more tools, right?
Yeah.
So would it be possible if you could list out all the other tools so that we can explore on our own?
Okay, so consensus research rabbit, size space for literature analysis, and power drill. Power drill is an AI tool. Julius AI and power drill. Canva can be taken for data visualization. Okay, these three tools usually I will speak on. And manuscript writing, I think these two tools will be more than enough for you to carry on. That is paper pal and size space. And uh, yeah, data visualization, I think if you people are more comfortable with Power BI, that will do, because I always advise kindly don't upload your data to any AI tool. Rather, upload your information to a software tool which is actually downloaded in your system. So that is more advisable, more uh, secure when you upload rather than uploading a content. So even for plagiarism, again, when you talk about plagiarism, kindly go, don't upload your article in for any plagiarism check, because plagiarism is the final step before we publish an article, right? So when we do that, it's like something we're revealing our own research concepts to the AI tool. So AI tool is again a third party repository, I would say, where all our data is like going to another database. So don't do that. It's like you're teaching a tool and the tool gets more information from your research work, from your research area. So don't reveal all your content. This is the final takeaway for this session, I would say.
Any other questions? Now, as we come to the close of today's enlightening session, it is my pleasant duty to propose a vote of thanks. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our resource person for sharing valuable knowledge in AI tools and practical insights that have truly enriched our understanding. Your presentation was not only informative but also thought provoking, and it has certainly added great value to our faculty development program. Thank you, dear ma'am. A sincere thanks to Dr. Subhavati for the warm welcome and introduction. A special word of appreciation to the organizing team and all the participants for your enthusiastic involvement and support, which has made this FDP a grand success so far. Thank you everyone for your active participation. We look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow for another enriching day of our FDP. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you. Shall we wind up, ma'am?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you
you.
all.
Thank you, ma'am.